I was feeling very desperate. I feel like that's the best word to describe how I was feeling. We needed to get the girls, our daughters, sleeping in their cribs and sleeping way more hours than they were. I ended up bed sharing with our twins for almost the first year. I would sleep in the middle and each girl would be on either side of me, and then he slept in the living room.
Yep.
On the floor.
Couch or floor?
He preferred the floor.
In our relationship, there was a lot of stress because I hadn't slept in the same bed with my wife. You know, everybody likes to cuddle, and then cuddled in a long time. And
I felt like no matter what we do, we have to change how things are. And we tried on our own before talking to Terry. We tried a few different techniques that we'd read about or that other people had told us about, and we didn't find anything working for us. I talked to my own therapist about the situation and how challenging it was, and asked her if she knew of anyone that I could talk to. And she said, Terry works with children. Terry had actually given us some things to work on before she got in for the first day, some things at night to start comforting the babies to sleep in a way that wasn't nursing. She came before their nap time, and the nap time was we were gonna work on naps before we got to the nighttime sleeping. She kind of observed a little, gave me a few tips about some stuff with the girls and kind of how to comfort them without picking them up every single time. We tried the nap for the first time, and she kind of stayed in the hallway. The girls couldn't see her, but she was watching what was going on through the monitor, or she would peek in and told me what to do before we did it, and I did it, and I came out here and the girls were crying a little bit, and it was really comforting to have her here for that process, because I would have just run back in the bedroom if she wasn't here, and I probably wouldn't have followed through with letting them figure it out for a few minutes. And the girls fell asleep laying down, which is something we couldn't get them to do when we tried it ourselves, getting them back in the cribs. They would fall asleep on their cribs standing up, and we could never get them to just lay down. So that right there was progress. She was able to help us, and really
quickly.
helped us.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah.
It was like days. I'd say the biggest thing though is how comfortable it was from the minute that we met her, bring her into the home for the consultation.
By the end of the week, they were sleeping very well, and I had time during their naps to get stuff done and time at night, and I felt like a whole new person. And our relationships, I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember why we got married. So
the most rewarding thing after having the girls sleeping in their cribs for about a week was just seeing our relationship in operation again.
It's like life-changing is how this process has been for us.
Mm-hmm.